Amanda Holden and Sharon Osbourne. Amanda Holden branded Sharon Osbourne bitter for the comments she made about Simon Cowell on Celebrity Big Brother earlier this year, and then the former X Factor judge responded in a scathing X statement. Osbourne hit back at Holden in a lengthy X post, telling the Britain's Got Talent judge, "You'll never be in my league," after she branded her bitter and pathetic. It came after Holden spoke out against Osbourne in an exclusive interview with the Mail Online because Osbourne made comments about her close friend and ITV colleague Simon Cowell during her appearance on ITV reality show Celebrity Big Brother (CBB) in April. Osbourne and her fellow CBB housemate Lewis Walsh, who were both judges on Cowell's ITV reality show, The X Factor, were shown talking about Cowell while they were in the famous house. Osbourne said she was furious with Cowell after she turned down an opportunity to appear on ITV reality TV show, The Masked Singer, before she was dumped from The X Factor. Osbourne, who starred in the first 4 series of the UK talent show and sporadically thereafter, said she would never again appear on a Cowell show, not for all the money in the world. Holden then talked about her dislike for Osbourne's comments during an interview with Mail Online. She told the Mail's Weekend magazine, "I hated seeing certain people in a reality show dissing Simon. He's the person who's given them all the chances, given them a lot of money and a lifestyle they probably wouldn't have had. It's bitter and pathetic. It was like Cinderella with her 2 sisters in the background. Just stabby, stabby, stabby." Taking to her X account in the early hours of this morning following the interview's publication, Osbourne wrote a lengthy response. Tagging Holden, Osbourne informed her that, "You've picked on the wrong ugly stepsister." She also claimed Cowell needed her for musical credibility on The X Factor, and told her that she needed a proper education about her. Fern McCann and Billy Fayers. Former The Only Way as Essex best friends. Fern McCann and Billy Fayers grew up together and had known each other for more than 20 years, but they had a very public falling out in 2022. Voice notes were leaked with McCann branding Fayers' sister Sam Fayers a fat C******. Despite McCann apologizing and saying the voice notes were manipulated, sisters Sam and Billy still doesn't speak to their former friend. Sam supposedly fell out with McCann years before the leaked voice notes after she launched her First Time Mum series, now called My Family and Me, in 2017. Sam is said to have felt the TOWIE star was stepping on her toes as she and her family had already started their own ITV series, The Baby Diaries, The Mummy Diaries, which began in 2016. Billy and McCann were kept separate at September's National Television Awards. A source told The Sun, "It was a logistical nightmare because despite working for the same channel, ITV had to keep them apart and they couldn't be placed into the same hospitality boxes. It was more than a little bit awkward." Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber. Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber began a feud last year, but their connection goes back many years. In a way, Gomez dated Hailey's now husband Justin on and off for 8 years before the duo became engaged. Gomez and Justin split for good in 2018, but just 2 months later Justin proposed to Hailey, causing controversy. The couple had first dated in 2015 for about a month, during one of Gomez and Justin's breaks. Their feud officially began in January 2023 when Hailey posted a TikTok of herself and a bunch of pals lip-syncing to the popular sound. "And I'm not saying she deserved it, but God's timing is always right." Fans were quick to assume that Hailey was subtly throwing shade at Gomez, who, at the time, had been subject to cruel comments about her body. Hailey denied this, however, and wrote, "I never comment on this type of thing, but we were just having a girls' night and did a random TikTok sound for fun. It's not directed at anyone." Numerous social media posts and comments have been made since then from both sides, including an incident where fans believed Hailey was making fun of Gomez's eyebrow lamination mishap, with fans speculating that the pair are making digs at each other, though they have both denied this. Then, in March 2023, Justin celebrated his 29th birthday and his party favors read, "I'm so thankful I didn't end up with what I thought I wanted." People thought this was a reference to his previous relationship with Gomez. Later the same month, Gomez took to her Instagram stories with a message about the feud. She wrote, "Hailey Bieber reached out to me and let me know that she has been receiving death threats and such hateful negativity. This isn't what I stand for. No one should have to experience hate or bullying. I've always advocated for kindness and really want this to all stop." In response, Hailey also posted a message to her Instagram stories. She wrote, "I want to thank Selena for speaking out, as her and I have been discussing the last few weeks how to move past this narrative between her and I. Things can always be taken out of context or construed differently than they were intended. We all need to be more thoughtful about what we post and what we say, including myself. In the end, I believe love will always be bigger than hate and negativity, and there is always an opportunity to meet each other with more empathy and compassion. Kim Cattrall and Sarah Jessica Parker. Sex and the City star Kim Cattrall had a public and long-running feud with co-star Sarah Jessica Parker. The disagreement between Cattrall and Sarah Jessica Parker was one of the worst-kept secrets in Hollywood, and resulted in Cattrall refusing to return to the franchise when the hotly anticipated HBO sequel series And Just Like That was announced back in January 2021. Cattrall and Parker's feud goes back years. Despite playing best friends on the show, the pair did not see eye to eye during filming. It was reported in 2017 that Parker, who plays Carrie Bradshaw, and Cynthia Nixon, Miranda Hobbs, had previously worked together on Broadway, and quickly became close. When Kristen Davis, Charlotte York also became close with the pair, Cattrall, Samantha Jones began to feel left out. The feud is said to have escalated when Parker became an executive producer on the second season, in 1999, bringing her salary far ahead of Cattrall's, who failed to negotiate a higher salary for herself. By the time the series ended in 2004, it was widely reported that Cattrall did not sit with her co-stars between filming. She supposedly even sat apart from them at the 2004 Emmy Awards. The actress also confirmed that a salary dispute was the cause of the series ending after its sixth season. Speaking on Friday Night with Jonathan Ross, she said, "I felt after 6 years it was time for all of us to participate in the financial windfall of Sex and the City. When they didn't seem keen on that, I thought it was time to move on." Speaking on Piers Morgan's Life Stories in 2017, Cattrall said of her co-stars, "We've never been friends, we've been colleagues. I really think Parker could have been nicer." She added that the relationships between the cast were toxic. The fallout became even more public in 2018, following the death of Cattrall's brother, Chris. Cattrall shared a tribute to her late brother on Instagram, and Parker left a message of support on the post, writing, "My deepest condolences to you and yours. Godspeed to your beloved brother." But Parker's olive branch didn't go over well as Cattrall responded in a separate post, writing, "Your continuous reaching out is a painful reminder of how cruel you really were then and now. Let me make this very clear. If I haven't already, you are not my family. You are not my friend." Last year, the pair shared the screen once more in Just Like That, with Cattrall making a brief cameo in season 2, but this doesn't mean the feud between them is over. Cattrall's cameo was filmed entirely separately to Parker. In the scene, Bradshaw gets a call from Jones, who is in a car, so the two didn't need to interact for the scene. 9 Most Bitter Celebrity Feuds from Eamonn Holmes and Phillip Schofield to Taylor Swift and Kanye West. Sometimes, people just don't get on, and for these celebrities their fallout has played out in a very public and very dramatic manner. Disagreements happen for everyone, but when you're in the public eye these rows often become public knowledge. Sometimes, the disagreements are a one-off, but in some cases the disagreements keep occurring and are long-standing, spanning months or even years. This is when the issues between the pair boil over and become a feud, which can be awkward at best and ugly at worst. These are the celebrities who definitely haven't seen eye to eye. Keep reading to find out more. Eamonn Holmes and Phillip Schofield back in 2019. A source told The Mirror, Eamonn and Phil's fallout is by far the bitchiest, most vicious fallout in television. They hate one another. Eamonn cannot stand Phil, and while he never used to talk about it, now he just doesn't care. He thinks Phil is a disgrace and a liar. Phil keeps quiet about it all, but the feeling is mutual. The trouble between the pair allegedly began earlier in the year when Holmes' then-wife Ruth Langsford made a complaint against Schofield because he interrupted her during a live link on ITV's This Morning. Have your say. Leave a comment below and let us know what you think. Schofield said, "Guys, we're going to have to jump in there and stop you, I'm afraid, because we're a bit tight for time at this end." "Thank you, Ruth." Ruth retorted sharply. "Well, I only had about 2 more words to say." Aside from their professional differences, Holmes allegedly had a personal dislike for Schofield. A source said to the Mail Online, "On a personal level, Phillip and Eamonn never got on. Eamonn found him snippy and passive-aggressive, and thought he treated the lower-down people on the show very badly. Phillip was impolite. He would ignore you and then be nice to you, and you were meant to be grateful for that. It made Eamonn furious. Schofield is currently appearing on new Channel 5 series Cast Away, which sees him live on a desert island on his own for 10 days. He has not mentioned anybody by name, but he has suggested he was thrown under the bus by his colleagues before his exit from This Morning, and referred to some TV presenters as being bitter. He left the daytime TV show, on which he, Holmes and Langsford all worked on, last year after admitting to an unwise, but not illegal affair, with a younger male colleague. Holmes addressed Schofield's comment directly on his GB News breakfast show and made no secrets of his feelings. He said, "I'm one of the people who threw him under the bus. I am very proud to have done it." The star went on to accuse his former co-star of being absolutely addicted to fame. Taylor Swift and Kanye West. The feud between the singer started in 2009 when Kanye interrupted Taylor Swift's acceptance speech at the MTV Video Music Awards to say that Beyoncé deserved the award. Days after the VMAs, Swift told ABC News Radio West called her and was very sincere in his apology, which she accepted. She even played Innocent, a song rumored to be about forgiving him, at the ceremony the following year. He then told the New York Times in 2013, however, that he didn't regret the onstage interruption and that he apologized out of peer pressure. The two seemed to make amends, however, and were seen chatting at the Grammys in 2015, but their relationship soured again in 2016 when Kanye released a song, Famous, with lyrics suggesting that he made Taylor famous. Swift denied giving her approval for the line, leading to a public dispute. That summer, Kanye's then-wife Kim Kardashian posted videos to Snapchat that appeared to show Swift and West discussing the song. Swift responded by asking, "Where is the video of Kanye telling me he was going to call me that B************ in his song? It doesn't exist because it never happened. Being falsely painted as a liar when I was never given the full story or played any part of the song is character assassination," she later added in part of her social media post. "I would very much like to be excluded from this narrative, one that I have never asked to be a part of, since 2009. Looking back on the incident during a 2023 interview with Time, Swift said the scandal felt like a career death. She added, "I pushed away most people in my life because I didn't trust anyone anymore. I went down really, really hard." Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. The feud between the two female rappers allegedly started in 2017, but it became highly publicized in 2018 when a physical altercation between them occurred at the Harper's Bazaar Icons party. According to a party insider, the fight lasted about 2 minutes, but it was wild. Cosmopolitan reported at the time that partygoers were waiting on a performance from Christina Aguilera when Cardi posed for a photo with Lala Anthony and Kelly Rowland. Nicki walked by and intentionally stepped on Cardi's gown, causing it to rip. Chaos ensued, with Cardi taking off her shoe and throwing it at Nicki, although it didn't hit her, and Nicki reportedly pulling off Cardi's wig. Nicki apparently remained cool throughout the incident. While Cardi was escorted out of the party by security, she was photographed barefoot, with her dress torn and a visible injury on her head. The issue between them came from professional rivalry, but things escalated after a dispute over claims of songwriting credit and insults exchanged online. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. They were once Hollywood's golden couple, but it seems there's no love lost between Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie these days. It's now been 8 years since the pair broke hearts worldwide by announcing their split, but issues between them continue. For 8 years, the former couple have been locked in a custody battle as they try to work out how to finalize their divorce and continue to co-parent their 6 children. There have been many difficulties aired between the pair since then, including Jolie accusing Pitt of being abusive towards her and their children. The actors had been in a relationship for around a decade, between 2006 and 2016. The couple met in 2004 while they were filming Mr. and Mrs. Smith, in which they each played the titular characters. It's unclear exactly when the pair started dating due to the controversy surrounding it, as Pitt was married to another actor, Jennifer Aniston, at the time that they met. The couple, who were referred to by their fans as Brangelina, shocked the world in 2016 by announcing that they were getting a divorce. The divorce is still not finalized. They were, however, granted a dissolution in status only of their marriage in 2019, which means they are both legally single. Noel and Liam Gallagher. The Oasis bandmates, brothers Noel and Liam Gallagher, had a notoriously tumultuous relationship, with constant arguments, public insults, and Liam's unpredictable behavior. There wasn't any brotherly love between these two for years, and their disputes led to the band's breakup in 2009. Cracks first started appearing in 1994, with Noel spectacularly and temporarily quitting the band during a US tour after Liam reportedly hurling insults at the band members backstage. While Noel eventually returned, rumors of arguments between the famous brothers persisted. According to reports, during the recording of What's the Story? Morning Glory, Noel hit his brother over the head with a cricket bat after Liam brought a group of people back to the studio while Noel attempted to work on the album. Adding more fuel to the fire, Liam refused to play on stage with the band during their 1996 MTV Unplugged performance, with Noel telling the crowd, "Liam ain't gonna be with us 'cause he's got a sore throat, so you're stuck with the ugly four." However, the singer stood in the crowd and watched the performance and even heckled the band. The duo's difficult relationship had been well documented throughout the 90s and early 2000s, but things between them truly soured when Oasis split. They are reported to have previously gone years without speaking, and continued to make digs at each other in public over the last 15 years. In August, however, the duo sensationally ended their fallout and delighted fans by announcing an Oasis reunion for 2025. Of the famously feuding brothers' decision to reunite, the release at the time stated, "There has been no great revelatory moment that has ignited the reunion, just the gradual realization that the time is right." In a joint statement, the band added, "The guns have fallen silent. The stars have aligned. The great wait is over. Come see, it will not be televised."